From knockoff Gucci bags to fake Rolex watches, sometimes the key to staying stylish on a budget is buying fake or counterfeit products. But let me ask you, would you do the same when it came to buying your medicine? Did you know that over 80% of Chinese medicinal products suffer from severe quality control issues? Often stuffed with chalk, flour, or even pollen, the pills are passed off as genuine medications and are sold within China and even internationally. And with the Hong Kong market for Chinese medicines accounting for over 3.7 billion US dollars, there is a desperate need of a solution to standardize the Chinese pharmaceutical industry. Hello, I am your host Mike Lake, and in today's preview, I will be talking with Wai-Kong Wong, founder and CEO of Filix MedTech, a web-based application to provide traceability in the Chinese medicine market.
Innovation, resiliency, discovery. Join Mike Lake, President and CEO of Leading Cities, as we explore the technologies shaping the possibilities of our future with a preview of tomorrow.
Hello and welcome, Wai-Kong. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, once again, thank you to all of you, our listeners and viewers. I'm so excited to introduce you to Wai-Kong Wong. He is the founder and CEO of Filix MedTech. It's a solution providing traceability in the Chinese medicine market through their web-based application. Now, Wai-Kong, I think everybody in the world is familiar with the power and history of Chinese medicine. But tell us, how did you get, motivated and inspired to dedicate your life to solving this issue of traceability?
Okay. Hello, Mike. First of all, thanks for having me here. So, and this opportunity for me to introduce Chinese medicine and our technology to your audience. So, Chinese medicine, not too many people maybe have too much detail about that. So, Chinese medicine is not just for Chinese. It also applies for all other people in the world, because we Chinese medicine, we take a different philosophy to rebalance your body, because we classify your body into yin and yang, and also with different attributes corresponding to your internal organs. So we have some philosophy, for example, to seeing that, for example, you are too hot, then this is yang. Yang is a positive side of your body. So on the other hand, yin is a negative side of your body. So if we also always talk about the balance of your body, especially in this COVID times, we also need to explore alternate ways of treating your body, because Western medicines, we agree that it works with the microscopic level. We need to know the exact virus, exact bacteria, but for the Chinese medicine, it works in a macroscopic way. We take the overall picture of your body and try to rebalance your body. This is what the message we want to deliver to our customers or audience.
And it's such an interesting approach and so different than Western medicine, of course. But there is this concern about, are you able to balance your body with Chinese medicine if the medicine you're taking is not what you think it is? And that's where the traceability piece comes in, right?
Yes. So for Chinese medicine, they have a different approach to rebalance or cure your body. For example, acupuncture, which people already very familiar with that. This is very fast, and also we can take some Chinese medicines, which those Chinese medicines origin are from the natural products, from the herbal, for example, for the herbal plants, and different components of the plants will have different medicinal properties. So this is due to this nature of Chinese medicine, which is on contrary, very different from Western medicine, which is very standardized. The manufacturers all are standard compounds. But on the other hand, Chinese medicines, most of them are natural products. Even for the extracted form, they are extracted from natural products. And as you may know, natural products will have different growing environment, will have different medicinal properties. So it will affect the curing power of that Chinese medicines. And also, according from a recent research, 80%, up to 80% of those Chinese medicine products will have quality issues like contaminations, and bad guys coming in. They use fake products to mix with genuine products, so that people are not buying 100% genuine Chinese medicines. And also, sometimes not really fake, because in Chinese medicine, some are of high quality and some are low quality, which the price vary a lot. This is very natural for organic products, which because some are more expensive than others. So people tend to mix the different quality products together. That's why our traceability technologies are coming in. We want to use traceability solutions to help to track from farm to logistics to manufacturing to the retail level. This is what we are doing. Okay.
You know, it sounds to me like there's greater traceability in buying a French wine than there is in a Chinese medicine.
You can see similar, because French wine is the price or the product itself, depending on the grapes, right? Which country, for example, Bordeaux, the France
Region,
California is different. We cannot say California is not good. Napa Valley is good, actually. I've been there before. Yeah, but people can tell, right? People can tell from different origin will have different price tag. Okay, and
right.
This is due to they use the different ingredients, different growing condition, at different year. It's all are different. Will compose a product. That's why this is also the reason why traceability is so important. Consumers need to know, just not by the numbers. 1980 it's just a number, but consumers tend to need to know more about what your products are coming from, how you handle it. Do you handle it with care? Do you just do not take special precautions to treat your products? Things like that will affect the quality of the product. Yeah.
Is there a potential that in the times when there is a lower quality and somebody thinks they're consuming something different, does that pose a health risk?
In Chinese medicine, yes, of course, because we are using it as a Chinese medicine, and I'm not sure whether you know, for babies, sometimes some babies will cry a lot than others. You heard that before. In our Chinese medicine, we use some pearl powders, pearl. This is for jewelry, but pearl is also can be used as a form of Chinese medicine. In our Chinese medicine philosophy, we think pearl powder can help to calm the baby so that they will not cry so often.
Okay.
So of course, this is a very brief brief example. It took more diagnostic to with that. So, but using
Does it work for
pearl,
teenagers? No, just kidding, just kidding.
okay. So pearl is very expensive. That's why the pearl powder is also expensive, and also as this is a powder, it's easy to mix with some other things. This is why people want to incentive for people for doing fraudulent activities. And in this case, so the pearl powder is for the babies. As you know, if this is not good, then it will harmful to the baby, other than making the baby climb, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So this is to the extreme. If the product or the quality is not good, it will be harmful than bad than for the good for the people or for the patients.
So this is where the technology that you've developed at Filix MedTech really comes into place. Our time is going by fast here, but tell us, what exactly is it? How do people use it? Who would use it?
Okay, so our solution containing two technologies. One is the blockchain. We use blockchain to on the traceability part. So we capture information about various stage of the supply chain in the blockchain. For example, some of the certification report, some of the other information about the product, everything we store in the blockchain, and use the QR code, a mobile application, and scan the QR code for the people to retrieve the information. This is a very traditional QR code traceability solution. So many people are doing that, but we take one step further because, as I said, the quality of the product is very important. That's why we are introducing a near-infrared. We use a near-infrared sensor. This is a mobile. Just like a pen, slightly bigger than a pen, just like this. So we use this. This is a near-infrared because due to, according to physics, different molecular structure will have different near-infrared absorption and reflection spectrum. And in return, we can get the near-infrared spectrum fingerprint of a product, no matter it's good product or bad product. And according to our applied research, we can tell, we can capture the fingerprint for the good product. And then if you have something on hand, you are not sure of the quality, you can use the same technology to compare the two. Because the good product we capture in the blockchain and also retrieved by our QR code and retrieved from and show to the application mobile app. Then we can compare on site. They can also have the capture the product, the bag of product you purchase, and they compare the fingerprint between the two, and then you can tell how likely this is the bag of Chinese medicines you purchase, vary from the standard. This is what we are doing.
So you're basically scanning a product twice, one for a QR code and one for its, as you said, it's its fingerprint, so to speak, and the molecular level. So who uses this? Is it a consumer like myself, or is this at the manufacturer's level? Where does this come into place, or all of the above?
Simple answer is all of the above, because at the moment we are working with the manufacturers, because manufacturers also need to improve their quality control process, right? Because as I said, Chinese medicines are natural products. Most of them do not grow the Chinese medicine by themselves. They buy from the farmers, and different farmers will have different quality products, and they can use our technology to set up as a standard for them before the processing. Because, as you know, the standard way for quality control is to send to the laboratory, which is time-consuming, expensive, and also not transparent. So with our technology, they can know the quality. We can do a rapid test. We can take it this way to see the quality. If this is very likely to be good, then we are confident. But we are just if or the other way, if they're suspicious of the quality with this very handy technology, then they can still send to the laboratory for further testing. In this case, we are doing a fast screening for them for the QA/QC processes to help them to improve the product and also for their good, because if they can know the original quality of the product earlier, then that means they can less likely the product manufactured will be waste. Otherwise, you understand? Otherwise, if they have no way to tell the quality of the product after it's manufactured, this is very wasteful. Even the whole batch of the product has to be scrapped, right?
Right.
So
right.
we help them to minimize this impact. So this is for the manufacturing level. And back to your question about the retail level, we also want to educate the users. We can, because this is so handy, we can put it in the retail shop to show to the customers the pack of the purchase of product. They, for example, this pack product, they can use our technology to check without opening the bag, because near infrared technology can pass through plastic bags. So this is non-intrusive testing. So it will give the consumer more confidence of the product quality, because we are now have a way to visualize the quality to the consumers.
So looking 10, 20, 50 years out into the future, and consumers and manufacturers alike are using Filix MedTech everywhere in the world. What does that mean for the individual or for society or even the whole world? In just a sentence or less, because we've already hit our time here.
Okay. So before I'm getting into the leading cities, my value proposition is to do traceability and verification. And now we think it's more about sustainability. We want to help enable our technology, because sustainability is linked with traceability. Everything, if you can trace, then it is sustainable, because just as I said, we can help to control the quality. So in future, we will also add the sustainability components such as SDG and ESG factors, so that the manufacturers can also keep track of those information in our traceability framework. So this is what we are going to do. And for the years ahead, we think carbon neutrality is very important, as we need to control our climate is an immediate action.
Yeah.
So we want to help the responsible manufacturers to show to their customer they are using carbon neutral or even carbon audit.
Carbon conscious, yeah.
Yeah, carbon conscious, everything, because they can use our technology to show to their consumers. Then they will be happy to do so.
Well, listen, I'm sorry the time went by so fast. I have a million questions on Chinese medicine alone, let alone this amazing technology that you've developed. Thank you so much for being our guest today, and for the work you're doing to make these medicinal products more available and safer and more standardized for everyone.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for having me here.
And thank you for tuning in to this episode of Preview of Tomorrow. Listeners like you are essential to advancing our efforts to drive resiliency and sustainability for all. I ask that you give us a rating on Apple Podcasts or whichever streaming platform you prefer. Your feedback helps us to grow and share these brief previews of what life in the future can be. In addition to thanking our guest today, I want to thank Peter Roy and Demetria Bridges for making this podcast possible. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and encourage others to also join us each week in previewing the possibilities of tomorrow.
Preview of Tomorrow is brought to you by Leading Cities, a global nonprofit driving resilience and sustainability for all by unleashing the potential of the world's cities. Join them at leadingcities.org.